Hey y'all, it's Amanda and this is my Texas Zone 8 garden. And before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this on your Facebook page. Okay, so forgot to record my intro while I was at Covington's, but I'm meeting my friend Kristen up at Covington's Nursery, and this is a local nursery in our area. Love it, always has a great selection of stuff, and so I wanted to take you through a little tour of that nursery. The Calibrachoa? Oh yeah? Alright. I just potted up all the coleus and basil, so that'll be ready in another week or two. So I've... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna walk through. Okay, so lots of proven winners, Supertunias. So these are the 1 gallon is $14.99. Supertunia Persimmon. Supertunia Royal Magenta. These are really pretty. Supertunia Royal Velvet. Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow. This one's Honey Berry, right? Or Honey Tunia. Supertunia Honey. Supertunia Really Red. Here's Supertunia Bubblegum. Supertunia Bordeaux. And Supertunia Snowdrift. So this is the Truffle of Pink Gomphrena. All of their quarts are $7.99. Evolvulus blew my mind. A couple of different varieties of verbena. What is this? Sensatia Cranberry Red. Nemesia. That's super pretty. Look at that. Color's great. Lots of varieties of coleus. Tons of varieties of coleus. It's the smaller ones of the daisies, the osteospermum daisies. $7.99. I do really like this one. Bright Lights Horizon Sunset. Wow, that one's beautiful. These are pretty too, these purple. Bright Lights Purple. Also has some Angelonia over here, Angel Face Blue. 18 to 30 inches tall. That's awesome. Those are really pretty. Oh, and they have it in Perfectly Pink. I wouldn't mind having some of those if they get really tall. So it looks like all their gallon annuals are $14.99. Got some lobelia. Begonias. Excuse me. These are pretty. Osteospermum. 40 Sunburst. Very pretty. Got some of their Lantana out. Some more Osteospermum. There's some cool varieties. Look at that. Little spoons. Those are super cute. Flower Power Spider Purple. Got zinnias down here. Lots of delphinium that's not blooming yet, which is awesome. $14.99. It's a big container. This is Dory Sky Blue. Those are fun, really pretty. And then they have like the more traditional delphinium, Summer Skies, that'll put off like one big giant bloom. Mexican Heather. This is really pretty. Evolvulus, Blue Days. Look how it's draping. Oh, I love these straw flowers. I want to get some of these. I wish they had them in smaller containers, not the $14.99. Look at the angel wings. It's beautiful colors. But I love this straw flower. What do we got here? That's interesting. James Britannia Hybrid Safari Dawn. Those are pretty. And a trailing lantana. All right, so here's all your super petunias in the quart size, $7.99. They have a wide variety. Look at this one though. This one's pretty. Pink Star, Super Petunia Vista Pink Star. This one's really pretty too. Super Petunia Mini Vista Plum Veined. Beautiful. Lovey Dovey is over here. This one's super cute too. Gerber daisies over here. And some sun patience. I wish you could see the luminosity of the bloom on a sun patient. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's see, we have a vermillionaire and the hummingbirds are about to come through our area. We've got some diamond frost euphorbia. Lots of alyssum still. Let's see, over here we have some sweet potato vines. This one is a tricolor, very pretty. And this one is their Carolina, Caroline Sweetheart Jet Black. So some of them are upright and some of them are draping. You have to check on those varieties. Got some Nemesia over here. These little guys are super happy too. More of the osteospermum in the $7.99 containers. Okay, lots of hanging baskets. Their hanging baskets are usually really full. Looks like they're $39.99 for the green. $24.99 for the white, and then $29.99 for the black hanging ones. Just depending on which ones you like. These are flats of sweet potato vines. They're $2.99 each, or $50 for a flat of 20, or $45 for a flat of 18. Oh, prices have gone up, definitely. Petunias, these are $1.99 each, or $30 for a 20 count, or $27 for an 8 count. Look at the purple, and these are good sized big plants. So pretty. We've got geraniums over here. And then I'm going to make my way this way because we've got a lot of the flats over here. So celosia is $1.99 each, or $30. Or $30 for a 20 count. Marigolds over here, $1.99 each, or $30 per flat. We got a lot of different varieties over here. Lots of zinnias. They're not blooming yet, but lots of pretty ones. And I do love the swizzle zinnias. Especially love this one. Zinnias Swizzle Cherry and Ivory. Love those. Some lobelia flats. Moss rose over here. $1.99 each. Look at that hanging basket. That one's $30. It's beautiful. Lots of dianthus over here. These are lovely. These flats. Fill that in some containers real quick. Those are beautiful. $2.79 each, or $45 for 20 count container. Dusty Miller and more dianthus. So more celosia. Vinca. I need to start my Vinca seeds. Penta. Oh, these snapdragons are beautiful. More Vinca. Tons of Vinca. And then begonias, flats. Kristen's here somewhere running around. Look at their new structures. Aren't those so pretty? Oh, I love how all of this is displayed. So pretty. Okay, heading into the shade area. I always love when they have like pre-done containers so that you can kind of look for different ideas. Can we just all freak out at this alyssum though? Look at that, y'all. That's gorgeous. I want a fountain so bad. All right, lots of beautiful petunias in here. Same prices, $7.99 for a quart, $14.99 for a gallon. Look at those. What is? What are you? Look how big this is. Ew. I'm a sucker for any of the tie-dye ones. Those are lovely. This color is really pretty. It's like a vintage dusty rose kind of feel. Begonias over here. Calla lilies coming up. I think my calla lilies are starting to come up that I planted last year, which is super exciting. Give you guys a little better view. More geraniums. There's some really pretty ones too. All right, over here, lots of coleus, $7.99 for a quart. And Tradescantia, which I'm actually pretty interested in. I had such good luck growing Tradescantia in my shade garden. I want to grow some other varieties this year. It's really pretty. Persian Shield. A lot of y'all asked about Persian Shield last year because I grew it in my front garden underneath my crepe myrtle, and a lot of y'all loved it. So here it is here. It's pricey, but man, is it worth it. It's just an absolutely gorgeous plant. Over here we have some fuchsia. Super pretty. Is this Nemesia? What is this? Look at that unusual plant. This is calceolaria. Y'all know I'm going to butcher it. Those are pretty. They like full sun. Those are fun. Let's see, proven winners over here. It's an unusual color scheme with the lighter color and the red. It's a salvia, golden delicious, 36 to 48 inches tall. Annual except in zones 8A through 11B. So definitely if you want a pop of like a different kind of color. Got some more of the tie-dye petunias. Oh, look at these petunias, y'all. Those are so pretty. Wow. Okay, maybe I'll get some of these. I know it's ridiculous because I grow all the petunias, but oh my gosh. Plum cockatoo, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Lots of sun patience over here. Look at those impatiens. Sonic lilac, that one is just, oh my gosh. Look at these geraniums. This color is outstanding. What are you? Look at that. Look at that color. Ivy geranium. Flora petalov. Lavender flowers, ivy-shaped leaves. Perfect for hanging baskets. Fold apart sun, 12 to 18 inches apart. First 12 inches tall. Lovely. That color is just beautiful. All right, so over here is all of their super bells. Just a reminder, super bells don't really like to be planted with other things. So you can plant a bunch of them together, give them their own water source. Mine do way better in containers than they do in the ground. They do not like being in our clay soil whatsoever. This one's so pretty. Look at that pink lemonade. Stop it. I just want to be the person in charge of naming these. Tropical sunrise. Very pretty. Over here we have some perennials, shade perennials. Looks like we have some shamrocks. What's this? Japanese spurge. We got some asparagus fern. It's like a oxalis. This is also an oxalis, like a shamrock. Those are cool. And Lysimachia. That's the Lysimachia with a lighter color variation. I have the dark version that's variegated. And here's the Velvet Hills Tradescantia. I just planted up baskets with that. Over here is all your shade begonias, wax begonias. $1.99 each, or 20 count for $30. Oh my gosh, there's so much, y'all. There goes Kristen. She's got lavender.
Pink lavender.
Pink lavender. These are Terenia. Sun to shade. These are pretty. Mona lavender. Got a bunch of impatiens, Rockapulco. I love the double impatiens that look like little roses. Look at those. Look at those. Oh my God, they're so pretty. You got your basic impatiens over here. whites and reds, still very pretty. A whole display of herbs over here. Look at this hanging basket over here. The impatiens. So pretty. Lots of beautiful hanging baskets. This is a lot of like shade-loving ground cover. Look at the giant, like, let's see, what is this? Ever red bananas. Wow. All right, more perennials over here. This looks like an astilbe of some kind. And my astilbe just broke dormancy. It's only about 2 to 3 inches tall at this point. This one's really pretty. What is this? Water Perry Blue Veronica. You don't like shade? Speedwell. Hardy zones 4 through 8. So it doesn't like the heat. Y'all, it's so much, it's almost overwhelming. Tons of coral bells. Coral bells, the gallon size are $16.99. Look at the structure and setup of that. Beautiful. Still have some hellebore Lenten roses over here. I'm obsessed with these. It's so happy and pretty. Got some leopard plants, 1 gallon leopard plants for $20 over here. Caladiums. Calla lilies are $16.99. I'm just really excited. I hope my calla lilies come back beautifully. All the calla lilies in there. Got some more annuals over here. We've got some dahlias potted up, 1 gallon for $14.99. Down here we have some annual quartz for $7.99. Some different types of begonias, canary wings. These are fun. Riger. This looks like a Rex. Yeah, Rex begonia. More large containers of petunias. This color is lovely. So pretty. Okay, and then over here it's vegetables. You know, just like several hundred of them. Okay, I am making my way out to the perennials. This bench is lovely, but looks uncomfortable. So perennial section, 1 gallon perennials are $14.99, and I assume the quartz are $7.99. Let's see what grabs my attention. If I went through everything, I would be here for hours. Let's see some yellow. What's this? This one's pretty. Irresistible yellow. Got some balloon flower over here. Just lovely. great perennial, reliable perennial. Here's a Texas rock rose, a Pavovia rock rose. Absolutely beautiful perennial, great for Texas heat. This is a Santolina, 12 to 15 inches tall. I really like these. I'm really considering those for my gardens. They have a lot of Stella d'Oro dahlias, daylilies. These are a staple in this area. A coneflower over here. What do we got? Pale purple. Well, that's pretty. 36 to 48 inches tall. Lots of foxglove. Shasta daisy Becky. Penstemon, onyx and pearls. Color on those leaves is fabulous. Some black-eyed Susan. This is prickly stuff here. Vervain. Verbena. Santos. 12 to 18 inches tall. Interesting. They don't hurt. Like this doesn't hurt. Bethany. That's a dianthus. Actually, yeah, that's all dianthus. Love these containers of mixed lantana with the yellow and the purple. Very pretty. Ooh, what are you? Not labeled. It's cool looking. Got some spurge or euphorbia, ascot rainbow. Oh, look at the daisies. How fun are those? Those are fun. This looks like some sort of phlox. There's a lot of stuff not labeled. These are fun daisies too. I like the daisies. Look at that dianthus back there. It's fun and quirky. American Pie Georgia Peach Pie. I've grown cherry pie before. Those are fun. Lots of proven winners dianthus. Classic coral. Got some yarrow going, white cottage yarrow, Texas primrose, so Kristen had picked up a bunch of lavender. She said it was pink. I don't know if this is it or not, but it's purple to me. What do we got here though? Lavender. Lavandula herb. Look at the color of it. Highly fragrant flowers, foliage attract an assortment of butterflies. Excellent for cut flowers or fresh and dried arrangements. I like the variegation. I think it's fun. Homestead verbena, lantanas, all about $2.99. They'll grow nice and big for you. Some additional perennials over here. Artemisia, dianthus, yarrow. More dianthus, coreopsis. Got some lupine. Lots of autumn sage. Got some buddleia butterfly bush. Now I've removed all of my buddleia now. It just struggles every year. Just not worth it for me. So I've pulled them all out of my garden now. Okay, this is the lower section where they have a lot more shrubs and such. Looks like they've got lots of roses blooming. Look! Oh, that one's beautiful. Look how big that is. Quest for Zest. Look how massive. Those are gorgeous. There's Kristen again. I'm like, yes, I'm still friends with her. We've just been busy. No, she's moving, so she's had a lot on her plate. No. For patrons, I'm just about to post the video of Kristen and I at the Vintage Antique Show together. That'll be exclusively for y'all if you are a Bloom Buddy tier. Okay, lots of roses blooming. Beautiful. Kristen loves anything that's a lavender color. I like all the colors. This one's pretty. Wow. Wow. My roses aren't even budded up yet. Tons of roses. All their potted roses are $39.99. And that's because they're potted up. Oh, this one is lovely. Look at that. It looks like an old-fashioned rose. Very pretty. Easy to please. There's a Cinco de Mayo. Love it. Obsessed. This is a Floribunda. So it's got a cluster of blooms at the end of each stem. Oh, Kristen's found something.
Oh no, I'm just staring. I want to try a Belinda's dream.
I have a Belinda's Dream and it's wonderful.
But Antique Rose Emporium had it in a climbing.
Oh. I love these like ones that look kind of blown.
I have these. They produce a ton of flowers.
Those are beautiful. Look at this angel face. Look at that color. Wow. Beautiful.
Yes.
One of our signs, like
Yeah.
in Oklahoma, it says fragrance is a strong rose smell. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, I just smelt it. That's why I wanted to take it to them so they can
Right.
smell it and make sure they like it.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah. I'll ask them.
Okay. I didn't want to take it.
No, you're fine.
It's Belinda's Blush. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, I don't need more roses. Don't need them, y'all. I just planted 2. I need to just see how roses do this year. I need to skip a year getting roses. All right, now we're into climbing roses. So I have that one. I have that one. This is one I want to add. Oh, New Dawn. Look at that New Dawn rose. Jeez. You want to talk about a climber? Look at that. That's fabulous. These almost look like camellias. Is this a Cinco de Mayo? I love it. So pretty. Oh, what's that? Wow. What are you? Stormy something. Stormy weather. Very pretty. Lots of shrubs. So I'm redoing my mother-in-law's garden bed. She actually moved into our house a couple of years ago. We ripped everything out of her front garden, and then I was supposed to be an awesome daughter-in-law and like go in and redo it, fill it all in, and I haven't gotten to it. So that is on my list for in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And hers is going to be a mix of shrubbery, and then we're also going to fill in with some containers that she already owns and have a little fun with the containers. She has a front garden that faces west, straight up west, so she's going to get a lot of heat. So I need to be really specific about that. These Indian hawthorn are so pretty. The cold hardy 0 to 10 degrees. They do struggle when we get really, really tough weather or cold weather. The hawthorn trees are lovely. Right? How pretty are those? 275. Woo! Oh my gosh, they smell really good though. Yes, sir. Thank you. They can struggle if we have really, really cold dips. But for her front area, this one's pretty too. I definitely want to do some evergreen stuff and then pop in some color. She is interested in some, what was I going to say? Grasses. So let me turn to the grasses over here. She is interested in some perennial grasses, but nothing that's going to get ridiculous and overtake everything. So just, a few, 1 or 2 here. And it's not a big area. So we don't want to overdo it. What'd you say? Okay. Kristen says I need to come smell this rose. Chantilly? Oh my God, that rose is gorgeous.
It's been on my rose list for a couple of years now.
Oh my gosh, it smells like lemony pastry. Yeah. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Okay, so that is a hybrid tea. Yes, hybrid tea. So it's going to have one long stem with one rose at the end of it. Beautiful. Kristen wasn't going to get anything.
I'm still not. I just really want to.
That looks like it wants to go home with you, though.
No, it doesn't. Not yet.
Not yet? What is this guy? $500. Rising Sun, red bud. Okay. Yeah, so working on my mother-in-law's garden will be a little bit different for me since it's facing full on west. You can put stuff that survive in it, but also give her some color. So we're probably going to rely heavily on things like perennial lantanas. But then we'll have some annual color of zinnias. And I would love to give her some beautiful structure, but I also don't want to just blow the bank on it. She did say I could do whatever I would like, but I want to obviously be respectful. She doesn't like lantanas, or not lantanas, nandinas.
You get to see your innards, you know? Yeah. You never get to see that.
Some Laura petalum are pretty. Pittosporum can be picky on weather. Lots of Japanese boxwoods. I mean, some boxwoods would be good. That I can shape up pretty for her. And that can grow and fill in. And I don't want it to be formal, because her house is not formal. It's a little bit more casual. So I'd love to have some interesting textures and layering. That's a oleander. Some abelias would actually be really pretty. And I have an abelia that's in my west garden that just does beautifully. Spireas. Some more of the Indian hawthorns. I also wouldn't mind a small multi-trunk crepe myrtle for her. Would be really pretty, not red. Pinks, lavenders are more hers. But I don't want it to get very tall. So this one's 10 to 12 feet tall, 8 feet wide. A white would be pretty. So we definitely want like a shorter one. This one's 10 feet high. So I'll need to do some research on that. This is 8 to 10, which would be really good. I actually really like that one. A crepe myrtle would look really nice and give her some flowering, and then give her some height on one of the corners, which would be really nice as well. But with the crepe myrtles, you got to be very particular what you choose, because you could end up with something like this. This one's only 12 feet tall, which isn't bad, but there are some that get 30 to 40 feet tall. So we have some hollies over here, nothing prickly that would cause her any issues if she decided she wanted to get in there and work on her gardening.
I'll get them out for you.
Variegated privet's good, but it gets giant. I'll get giant. This, I've always loved this, but it's only hardy to 0 degrees, which I know sounds ridiculous. But sometimes it doesn't come back. So 4 to 6 feet tall by 6 to 8 feet wide. I do really like that. This is pretty. I would love to put in a weeping redbud. But I would definitely need to ask permission on that, because that's a $250 tree. But I'd love to do something like that with some color. I think would be lovely. Like this one, this one's really pretty right here. Traveler redbud. Full sun to partial shade. We would need to make sure drip irrigation, but it goes down to -20, -10, -20. I would love to do something like that for her. I think would absolutely be lovely, and I'm in the way. So, this one's pretty too. This is a Golden Falls. I don't want a Golden Falls. I would want it to be the plum color. I think would be really nice for her. Black Pearl Redbud. This one gets 20 feet tall. We want a weeping redbud that doesn't get too big. I'll talk to her about that. because I think that would be a really great addition to her bed. Now I'm not going to go over to the shade garden. Well, we're going to go overlook, but nothing in the shade garden can go in her garden. It's like I said, it faces full on west sun, which will be intense. These are shorter crepe myrtles over here. So we definitely could do something in this range too to add some pretty color. I would want like this. See? This one gets 10 to 12 feet tall. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to go do some research. This crepe myrtle is really pretty, like a short crepe myrtle. She doesn't garden a lot now, but she used to. So she will have opinions and thoughts on stuff. Petite embers. This one's only about 5 feet tall, which would be lovely. Not too big. Kristen's buying something. What is it? Oh, she's still coming through. Look at all the pretties. What is it?
I have one at my current house.
You might get 3.
Magnificent, and it grows fast.
Yeah, you might get 3. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
You might be able to do 3.
I'll send you a picture of my
She's
current
wondering if she can divide this into 3. I bet you can.
one. I think so too. Just wash off the roof.
Yeah, why not? How much is it?
$34.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to redo my mother-in-law's front garden. We already pulled everything out. But it's, okay, yeah, because you got to get going. Are you saying bye? Because I'm going this way.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Kristen says bye. She's got to go. Here, I'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, let me know I'm moving. Okay, so coming this direction. I'd love to put in like some limelight primes. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. Lots of hydrangeas. Little lime hydrangea would be pretty. Such a sucker for all these. I want them. Twist and shout. Oh, I friggin' love it. Okay, we're not getting it right now. But I am going to get a couple of hydrangeas this year to put in some containers. Little elf French. Only 18 tall by 24 wide. Cute. What is this? Silver blue lace cap hydrangea with variegation. Afternoon shade to full shade. Oh, love the variegated leaves. Snowball viburnums. So lots of boxwoods, topiary forms. All right, y'all, my hand is starting to cramp. I think we're going to call it a day, and I'll show you my haul at home. Okay. I picked up a few things. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about what I was able to pick up. Okay, let me start with some of the sun-loving things that I picked up first and talk to you about where they're going to go. This first one I picked up is called Pale Purple Echinacea or Coneflower. And this is new to me. It grows about 36 to 48 inches tall and perennial in my area. And I love coneflower. It does really great for me. This is probably going to go on the side garden to fill in some of my back borders in order to create more of a cottage style look. Next, I picked up this Dianthus, which is American Pie Georgia Peach Pie. American Pie Georgia Peach Pie. And I've grown cherry pie before. But I loved this look. I loved how airy it is. I love the color. And I bought 3 of these, and I actually bought these to go into some containers on the west side of the house. I think they'll be really beautiful in some terracotta containers. So we'll get those planted up ASAP. And that is all of my full sun thing. Everything else is for the shade garden, starting with this guy right here. This large planter over here is a giant white calla lily. And they call it, let's see, it has large blooms and tall stems with spotted leaves, great in gardens or along ponds, about 3 to 4 feet tall. And I bought this for the shade garden. However, when I came out here to spend some time recording this video, I was like, wouldn't this be pretty like right there? Get a lot of shade on here. So I got to think about it. So we'll see. I have a lot to plant in the shade garden, and I do need to plant some things on the front porch as well. I also picked up some more Tradescantia. This particular one is called Racia Pale, Set Tradescantia, Racia Pale, Sea Pale, Pluma. I can't tell. And y'all look at me, I'm like, yeah. But it's a variety of Tradescantia. It's a deep purple underneath on the leaves and a bright green on top. And there's a lot in here that I think I can divide out into multiple plants. Next, as a shade plant, and of course, it looks like I picked up one without a tag. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the video, so I'll drop it below so y'all can see. I picked up an additional Tradescantia. This particular one is called Sanna, S-A-N-N-A, and it is mature to about 6 to 8 inches tall. It said it's only hardy to 32 degrees. So one of the things about all these varieties of Tradescantia is I had a really great luck propagating them, so I'm going to be doing the same thing this year. But I love the variegation on those. I also picked up a few unusual begonias. This one right here this is a Proven Winners Double Delight Apple Blossom, which I had last year and was obsessed with it. 8 to 14 inches tall. Absolutely beautiful. Does not come back as a perennial. It is an annual. I would have to dig it up, which I failed to do last year. So we'll see if I can do that. An additional variety of begonia. This one is an angel wing begonia called Torch Pink. And this will also be tucked into the shade garden. And then finally, I believe this is a perennial for the shade garden, and it is called Veronica Waterperry Blue. And I don't really know much else about it, except it's just light and airy and beautiful. Kristen actually picked up like 4 or 5 of those, but I wanted to try one. A lot of this is to try out in the shade garden, see how it does, and then see if it's something that I want to invest in getting multiple in the future. But very excited with how I did. Now, one of the things about Covington's is they have a member group. So if you spend a certain amount of money within the first year of shopping at Covington's, then they will give you a member ID and you'll get 10% off all your purchases, which is great. And then if you buy a certain amount of like the big gallon sized ones, they discount it. Prices were up this year, but that is to be expected in most places. There was a lot that I left that I definitely could have left. I definitely could have gone home with, but very excited with how this turned out. Covington's is always a great time. Every single person there knows what's going on, so you can ask a bazillion questions. That's one of the kind of things I like. I always see customers working with the people there. They usually wear a yellow shirt, so it's really easy to see them. So it's family owned. It's been around for a long time. I love it. So it was really fun to go through with Kristen. I could have definitely come on with a lot more, but very excited to get these planted up in the next week or so. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this garden tour and seeing what my plant haul is, and I can't wait to show you what these look like in my garden. As always, make sure you like and comment on the video. Every time you like and comment, it helps grow the video so much. And if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, just drop me an emoji below, letting me know that you made it to the end of the video and you say hi. And be sure to check me out on my Patreon community. The link is in the video below. Patreon is a great community to come in if you are into all things gardening and into all things She's a Mad Gardener. It's a great close-knit group of people, and basically there is a free tier that you can participate in, and there are paid tiers as well, and the higher up you are in the tier, the more access you get, including exclusive videos, chats, sharing photos, getting to chat with me on a daily basis, which is really, really fun. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.